Nyajuma.
Asemo. Ya ba ko ya nanim e won sam fufuru mo futuo ni adesrade ko de ama abata ahwefo ne awfo sa dawro mani wo moten na omwa ma aninye wo man Ghana ye ntaade ene ye nuane ho
MPP amanyɔkuo so mo bɛyɛ o mafam die bia asiesie Ghana mabunu teacher mo sua ade ama mo bɛwie school no mo kito mo sa no adwuma o mo betena fie sɛ o mo ni adwuma ye
NTP ka ne ade atifie gudwai ho na nwumere ya trase na yede bom kase achichiri ene pinchaye mu ba biara yi amohwe na mutie yan ede efri na mu bia no ahyane so asida chenchire cha asida kese boss by electricals ana yete manu kania papa odi aba ba jodi kofi wadwuma so de hotels ado guest house ado miambia huduo nyina tankania pai a wo pede boss ba nchen ena oso bomodin aba na oba ebegibie sanso a ena enei bronya ba bronya kania ne ade nyina no ye ma obi ye was standing fan ba jo isu solar enti yedum kania kora won fa ho ceiling fan brand bi ape ebi nso ho standing fan so brand ado nyina bi ho second adapter switches outdoor electrical cables no pure copper hanom and CCTV cables ne cameras ne mapa dum PZ and the attack for denum sanso and aba boss ba plaza or pa any promise dani mu asro ne form nkania ne mapa wa ha ketia do ba nim hwe yesa won krabata number ni 0536 095966 eso na abefre 0536 095966 eso na abefre na ya na wabomodin 103p garlic mesha edupani bi wonum bi sa no ye kama papa ene sen ye immune system booster no ye dura wonyade ansa no anum esi nyade wakwan enti bomodin na nunum bi na nipadua ntia po afei nyade wawo ye adi kan wura nipadua num dada kora nso no bomodin tu ase no nti se diabetes no ene pressure afei stroke ne asthma any prostitutes and some ade 3p garlic mesha garlic dry and kan suon kan ja tunum bia kwasi bromeka se natural state ye mfra mu fa som duro bia mfra mu a ye tunyarwa no ase 0248 928824 0248 928824 so ene wose wofre na ne dodo ogibie ba bia to ndo bia promise ba say wo ba ubenya bi ato wonum ene dodo ya aka ene ebo amanyumre yi yasi nkonya do hore ba kontem na yabom kase no ede afri boss ba dan brani apampamu Wofa Atta Frimpong ni metin meni abia Maame Nyarko KaseƐ boni tremu ni ensem ni tremu se de sitia na abato commission abo moten ama woni a wonum etu franka ama amanyɔkuo awdo woni a wonum kɔ content kro apre mampani akonwa afia bato mu wono nyina kwa akosia ewo Kempeski Hotel enkranpopuri mantamu na ho na Maame Jane Mensa electoral commissioner ana se electoral commission chairperson wodi nsem atodwa no aka kire woni a epre ni nyina se adawroma obi anfa nse ni tirim na obi ankai sa ba ye kwa akoto no ene ye wo kwa ene ye wo be ye wadwen ye no akɔ papa no abo aho ene sen wo kiremu a wo se aba no se ubedi ntwa ba bia ye gina to aba kwasi brombe se polling station ho ena wudi ntwo no ubedi nim so a eye polling station wonu a enti se omanfo no ato de maawo a eye polling station wonu to de maawo wo man to ama wa eye ho no man to ama nya abato commission wonu strong room honum ena abedi ntwo no de afiri ana abedi nkunum de afiri nti waka kire onum se abato de saa nete ba bia ye to aba no ho da nim die eni ntwo die efiri ebanti obi anfa nsentirim na adawroma enti ase ne asomdwie entumi enye adwuma ewo afi abato emu.
It is a well-known fact that elections are won or lost at the polling stations. It is at the polling stations that voters vote. It is at the polling stations that the votes are counted. It is at the polling stations that the results are documented on the pink sheets and signed by all the agents of the presidential candidates. And it is at the polling stations that the outcomes of the presidential election are announced. These are the results that will be collated at the constituency, regional and national collation centers. And it will be in the full view of the agents of the political parties who will go on to sign the various results declaration sheets. Indeed, these are the results that we at the Electoral Commission will declare and no other results. We therefore entreat our distinguished presidential candidates to accept the outcomes of the elections. That is the will of the people, which we will declare.
Na Maame Jane Mensa den semi ya tu dwawie ye na proceed mako rimpimu asiedu ya oda wonum ano Dr. George Kufu Dampare wade sibatu dwa no chirim se National Election Task Force wonuma ye krado papa wetu nwa chane afama ya wonum bebo modin dia sumo man no sumpa ewo afi abato emu.
I want to, on behalf of my colleagues at the National Election Security Task Force, to give you this pledge. We are committed to ensure that we take our constitutional mandate of ensuring that there is peace, security, law, and order for the rest of the period of the election, the post-election period, and beyond. So that our beloved country, which is the only one that we can come in and out without a visa, will continue to be at peace with itself, because there is no place like home. And with this commitment, we want to let you know that we will not be, and I want to emphasize, we will not be the source or allow ourselves to be the source of any disturbances that will corrupt the peace that we cherish so much. And we also urge all the stakeholders to also play their part, so that they are also not the source or allow themselves to be the source of anything that disturbs the peace of this country.
Na ni nyina mu na womanga na temua for penny Chief Justice ya Maame Justice Gertrude araba esa abatoko no wode nsema todwa na wo kyeremu se enei wonde ne woka nyina ne se wonum atemuafo atemu adwuma no eni ade wonum dwumadie nyina wonum so bebo mode kwane wo so mbo moden efa so na wonum eye ntotoye na woman no abato yi asumdue timi wie payo nempo ye wie no obi so ntene ho ase na wode beba bedanse ni seni bia kuni Supreme Court a kwane won so befa so atena so aka nsem no eni ade wonum ahihye ni nyina ya ntawantawa ya beba abato no ni ade nyina so no wonum akrado say wonum behwe na wonum asiesie.
The judiciary has a standing elections management committee led by Supreme Court justices to prepare a one-stop compendium on the procedural rules that must be followed in the conduct of election-related disputes. Jurisprudence on principles and edicts established in Ghana's unique common law, and all relevant statutes that guide the process of elections. This compendium is referred to as the Elections Manual. Second, the Elections Management Committee and the Judicial Training Institute carry the responsibility of conducting orientation and in-depth training for all magistrates and judges across the country to ensure adequate preparation for adjudication of election-related disputes.
Enti wamanga na temua for pani ya Maame Justice Gertrude araba esa abatoko no ana yete nene.
Yaguswa Kempiski ene shamudi akoso asumdua pam ya manyokuo ahodro no mpanimfo mu gina aprema mpani di bre ewo meya fia bato aye beto ni mu ewo so no mo do mo nsa akohya ase na woni akasa ase bi bre mu wiye no de wogire mu ama National Democratic Congress NDC amanyokuo John Dramani Mahama sebu se jata no aha waba bato komisa abaso papa efe free abato yi ho hyehye ya ni ntutuye nyina no ase womo any MPP NDC for de ombeka bia nti ase ewom ya che so maso so won so a ebesi sabre nti waba won aba so ewo sa hyehye no mu na dwoma ma agina so esade to wone a wo maka ni nyina anim se osre obi e bonto a mo won kaka se betwitwi ne yonko na nkofa oye nani abufuo bia ama.
As citizens, we must recognize that our actions have consequences. While some verbal jousting is to be expected in our daily politicking, divisive language, hate speech, and inflammatory rhetoric that can incite violence should have no place. On our part, as political leaders, we must prioritize peace and unity in our campaigns and avoid unsubstantiated allegations and focus on issue-based campaigning. We must compete on ideas and not on insults. To our security agencies, I commend you for your tireless efforts in maintaining law and order, and I urge you to remain impartial and professional in your duties, ensuring that all citizens can exercise their rights to vote without fear or intimidation. To our media practitioners, I encourage you to promote balanced and accurate reporting. I also wish to commend the Electoral Commission for the cooperation we have enjoyed so far, and it is my hope that all electoral officers will conduct themselves in a manner that is impartial and neutral in order to avoid any disputes.
Mampani da John Dramani Mahama ya wonu etu franka ama NDC ama Nyarko na yetene no na Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enso se onu de wogidie pa ne arehemu se afia bato ne de bibia ba ye bokọ asomdue mu kama.
Each time we head to the polls, we have passed the test. We have shown that it is possible to rise above our differences and unite for the sake of our country. As we head into the December 2024 polls, the 9th presidential election in Ghana, 9 days from today, I am certain of two outcomes. Ghana will win and peace will reign. We have been here before and can prove again that Ghana is a shining example of a resilient democracy.
And Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Alhaji ya wonu su gina apre mampani di bra New Patriotic Party.
Yegusua na ene asumdue ti asepam ya woni a etu franka ama Nyarko ado no woni a wogina kontenkure ape mampani di wo manga na mu afiabato emu Maame Jane mensa bo moden ni wonum nyina akokodi asia Kimpiski Hotel munsam ana yede esumi na eno ana Dr. George Kufu Dampare ya omai posi dwumakuo no nyina woni rimpim osiedu ya wota wonum ano IGP wodi nsam tudwa no wetirim se National Election Security Task Force ya wonum edwumadie ene se woman no abato ebambonsem woni badwaku ya wonum ehwe na wonum etoto ene ade woso wonum aye krado pa na okiremu a ma adwadifo mu yam hihyi wo mu ene san wo se eduru abato se ya woni ewodwo tira bie nwuma ewo mamu no ya na obi kokwan so akofa ne ma abampo anu osuro obi woni amaguni warehouse kora okoyi agusto to no ade wosuro ya koto aba yenim de besie maame ntwan ne ento abanwie afi de oba bebie adwuma kora nso won pese obebie ene ade no so ka tirom sa dawroma wo man no bibia nsi asomdue nko a ebe ye boko abambofo de omu na besi fom prim no onum ahye wo man no asomdue wonum ebeje esi onti madwadifo emma hu bia emmo wonum na enya nsunsuaso ewo wonum adwadie no ndwumadie so na wonum ene sumu akandifo awodo woni eka bie wom ene nananom akuhoduo nyina de ahia kontra pamu aye ntotoye ya adwadifo momoten na enhyehyeye ne anisuade hu ya wonum ewo ne niam wonum esusu kwesi bromba se future projections wonum momoten a emfa nyina ngu akwan frise bibia ne wonum a ABC wo man abato.
Speaking on your behalf, said that he appreciated this innovation. It is simple. I did indicate to them and a bit conversation. Now you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. In effect, you want mangoes, you have to keep planting oranges, and you're expecting that when the harvest comes, you'll be harvesting mangoes. It won't happen. So we decided to do a lot of soul searching and become better than we have been with all the previous elections put together. So we don't want to be better than the election last one, but we want to be better in terms of the security than all the elections in terms of how they succeeded in providing security put together. We want to be better than that. And that's the assurance we want to give. We therefore want to tell you to relax. Make all your projections into the future. Because this democracy of ours has come to stay. And we will protect it with every fiber of our being for the sake of the generation. That is why our plan for this election and beyond, the blueprint we have developed for the first time in the history of this country, to mainstream election security into the totality of security arrangement and make election security a process and not an event. We have 30 years from now in mind. So it means that if you divide by 4 years, you will know how many elections will be conducted before probably that document is reviewed. So go out there and make all the big investment that will make a difference in the life of your employees, in the life of your communities, in the life of this country. And leave the election security for us and just play the part. The next point we also want to
Waman Ghana Fidinuma Wonum Kabum Kubatan Association of Ghana Industries Penny ya wada wonmano ya wojina we krano guta fompo adwadefo kubatan Ghana Union of Traders Association ai wonum so ekan bia na guta fo no ansa no mba bekasa no na Dr. Humphrey Ayim Dake eri akratu dwa ya wo chirimu se wonum industries no mfidi nyuma adawroma ni wonu hwehwe nyina ane se na bibia beko boko asumdue eno nko a na yehwe ne mu kwan.
Private sector, we want predictability in our operations, the security of our investment, both domestic and international, as well as continuity in the economic activities and also in the role of other stakeholders like the consumers, our employees, and other players in the country. So we welcome this innovation that the IGP and his team has introduced into our election cycle. We look forward to further engagement in terms of public-private dialogue with the security team to strengthen operations and give them leads where the need arises for the security of our country. To the extent of their preparation, we can give them a thumbs up. However, preparation precedes other related activities that can be situational, and your capacity to deploy and dismantle such situations that might not be called for, that could be disruptive, will be an issue of professionalism. And therefore, we pray that the team will be very proactive, as much as they've been very innovative, deploying professionalism in their activities. We asked a number of questions regarding the era of high-tech and the use of AI and the use of fake and deep fake call the security to service. And therefore, once they are prepared on all this space, we believe they will leave a footprint that will make Ghana proud.
Afei adwadifo nkabum kubatan pani ya wada wonum ano president edema Ghana Union of Traders Association Guta Dr. Joseph Obeng and also ochire mu se adwadifo nso bebo modern pa na wonum any National Election Security Task Force ato KaseÄ aboa na wo man no asomdue yetumi aboho ban.
Our coming here is to show that we are giving a signal of support, immense support to the security apparatus to deliver. And you know, it should not be seen that when there's an election, there's a complete void of security. It shouldn't be like that. So we came here to embolden the security and then also to encourage and then give them all the necessary support and even logistics, if it will help, to ensure that we have a peaceful election. You know, our properties are at stake. When there's an issue here, it's the business community who will be affected most. Our properties are immobile. We cannot move with them. And when there's a problem, it means that we all have to come together to support the security to deliver. Fortunately, the IGP is very innovative in his actions. He has been consulting us all from time to time, and this is one of such engagements. And so we want to send the signal to the Ghanaian populace, and especially our equal stakeholders, the politicians.
Dr. Joseph Obeng Guta penny ya wada won mano ne ati
wabontoa krokro bi webuakwa South constituency ewe proye mantam emu enam so ama Ghana mampani dada John ejekumu kofi die wuo akwa sase na nsemu no ene wo se ba womia pa de ode ne toto woni ejina apenu ahye bedwa mampani di bre no ho de a ne nsusuye ne hyehyeye ne totoye ne bibi a waye so ode beboa wo man ni mpumtuo no wode mufua nti wono a ena Ghana fo ma wani nkwa no ho no monto aba no emfama no
Sa campaign ya umusese first time na ba platforms ani chebiasi na I was saying to Elias by Bias say, no more digitalization. For me, as a woman, or the back and the back. Sadia, no one or the back, Namusumua. About what Rasso. Now, no check ground, let's make my wife as if they made the outsourcing. And now it's America. Maybe what I want to be in America. No one's only what technology you have. What one or the mobile boss one or the man abroad. Now you're living proof, $1 out you can know. There's a trauma, Nipa preview, just on baby. Mathieu, but near man no walking. When you have the mind shell in sat, na bed yesterday only Dr. Napo, ya on the one who bashes a minor, ama, a pluma, and you and crowd with Yantias, and will be a young for
Mampani dada John ejekumu kofi die wuo ene yetene no na Dr. Matiko poku prempe ya wono eyetuapemu emalaji Mamadu Bawumia enso akasa no oche mu se Ghana fo mfa ne manto nsani ani no mo hwe NDC amamuo afi MPP fi mampani kofo ba ekufo ado so hyehye pa ne pa o maye no no mo hu die pa eye papa ne ebo o man ne dache no mo nto aba ne mfa MPP
ene da di kai President Kofo, one political platform, 2024 election. The MPP before, you will be Papa catching Ghana for if you President Kofo so. And they do not that's what you want to say. And do the legislation, you can be check Ghana for say. Support from our President Kofo, and the National Health Insurance buy, and the free maternal care buy, and the capitation gun buy, and the leave buy. And you prohibit from middle income country ever. And then on the part of my panya, Namiano or two already ever for Ghana.
Auntie Dr. Matthew Boku Prempe and I attend no Nana Shebedjani ya Wofa South constituency and Honorable Samuel Attachia was so obese a constituency no any electrics no more to abano. Say 7th December dra. Omo ready abambabin. Any NDC MP for ye. No one to a bentia or to MPP for mum, and I was a panoma wage and pamo mine.
And I ran your bag me here, Mom, your bag me here. Bag me set, and no one ya NDC, Enya majority, I am to Aba. And Unti and the MPP, ye majority MPs. No other boy, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, and Dr. Martin Boku Prempe. Na ehwan ye denye examo to aba oso hono mon kai mon yanso Dr. Kingsley Ajemai what aba no mano na mabuawo
Honorable Samuel Attachia Wofa South MP ena yatenene
yenko yenanim na onumunyafo Alexander Fenyo Marking NPP sunguguru kwa manyuku anase domkuni mrase jofimo no ena ye wonum ba no tani kwasibru mbaka se majority leader na wase ne Ghana mrase jofie no kire se mrase jofie mu achiame ne owura a banking sportsman babin papa no wadane parliament house ne pes senso ne wallet yo wakatu mupuru wode ewura ne botom na ne ho kire no opesika de ato ade a no wayi no yi sika afiri mu de ato de oto oje ne sesa hye mu a no asa aka atom ya abra wono wope na mrase odwafie no obie mra wope na watom ene sen na nsen tem apotwe kakra ya akoso mrase odwafie mu ya ene ikowi akire yewura a banking for smanu baben o kire se mrase odwafie sei wonum asetra yetu aseda ya wonum enimbre mbekwa asetra bi mu nano na ye majority leader wura Kingsford Alexander Fenyo Marking bo mountain na wone domkuni tro ye de koma Speaker of Parliament Yewura Baben say one frame rache bi fie no asetena na ensem bi wo no behia wo so no babeka wasem ne ade no wura Baben say one frame na mfre china na rache bi fie beba asetena bi mu a ne ato afia ba no awie eno na wura Alexander Fenyoma kan say nyame anim ye Baben ya ne de wadane Parliament House ne pes ne hye bottom.
You remember we recall Parliament. Government did all that it had to do. We came in and he adjourned Parliament in a day. You remember that in June, without any provocation, we had government business to do. He said he had received a letter from Jubilee, and because of that, he read a statement virtually insulting the president, and after that, he gavelled and shut Parliament. I mean, you are in the media, you know all of these. So I don't want to talk about whether he would come European Parliament or not. I'll leave it to his own judgment. But I am saying that with all that we've experienced the last 4 years, never again. We shouldn't make that mistake again. MPP candidates should work hard. The thing is about hard work, determination, resilience, explain, and go for victory because momentum is on our side.
Wononya for Alexander Fenyoma nene ana yeti BCCA.
Na abusuafo a wo ma de hye e hye konfa no kyara se gi mo kyere yo mo ko ye se e na akoye ya wade ya de ko ni fie de mo ko pe o mamu asie no na wo ma de da no aye ho ntutu ye ni mo ko ya asem kese ne se mo kyere adwuma ye for so mo was strike na strike na ye indefinite date bia ni so enti ye de na jire ene so mo ko ba ni so mo se da ye nya adwuma emunsem omo de to oba pa presi anim
Neba kanyini na ewu amfa se atwam ba bosumi ane ene ma bi se ndo heba bi aye neto nti neba ye so efri ya kwata ne duru ya na mate se jawo mo hwe ya musuma ya mo so mo ko strike ye bi di nkoma mo se o musika sem akatuanto mu ni ade o ne mpanifo na di nkomo but o mo so efri akonya ho a o mo ntehwe enti aduru bra se se twa se o mo so tente sukoko ade kire nti nya de o mbekwa adwuma na mbisa se na se se ma ho se bebre so aba amu bebre e wo so no obi ani ho a wo yi wo mo ana fe obi wo ho a obeyi na mu nyame ya adom a ochina ne bia wasie to mba ye ho nkrata o mu nyina na sam hoi obi aba yese o mo nya adwuma to de meme de o hawa wo mu ni se titru mi de se mba ba hwe de na nya hwe ne kura na ni se da foforo no baba behwe na o mo mapra na ye bibia wi a o mo na se ye nso mu ye nya ma wo mo e de ka foforo na aba enti yesra bai so ni mu bibi no ye ma wo ne be ya animani ni ya o minua e na efri mu na kanya me boa afia ibisim ne baba bi no yeso ye baba behwe se de ye nua panyin no e kasa ye no ye bedru ye no se de adagwa se omko strike omun sem omu kanin na yitiawa omu se normal bibli koso wo ma we mu a omu nya so mfasode titiru omu kra ma eni afoforo di agro a eyensem pii
yo we yo manfo bi no man ko mu ko yi omu funu e wo ma kyere ye wo konfa no kyigi yo mo ko ya eye samalefo no eso omu was strike o maka twia ho ntumu bi omu pe a ban ne nyama omu ntinya de omu be ya adwuma enne na chese fwenfwen yakita wo mo no a wo mo ko basa na wo ne oba paprisi edi nkomo na so ho no ma okọ public relations officer ana kompo kese a konfa no cha ba ya sabia no e kasa agigi moru akwa Frimpong nchen eno no ekodi nkomo ya wo chemu se ai o mamu ni nyina mo cha adwumayefo e na air cost strike no na so omugu so ya jije se de be ya o mbetumi asisi asem
and correct say ye workers bi o me ko mo chere no air cost strike because of nationwide striker or more association declare. Now we say ekobase ya mpenifo wo continuous measures are put in place. Say a manfo ehunchiro na ye medical director our that session and na ye motre unit na no. Woni omomotre head no doctor no da no ni mpenifo no bi hia. Mo put in place na measures are ye clients e ba han mo eni be ye no mochiro no mo honchiro. Disanhye no ye be gwa kwemu na say ya manfo enya how
it's not Friday be na be you mu akwa ye
obia also be ni mu ko ye bia ne sabeka dia sa de wesi bia no comfort mo che yentu mu da so na kwasra ka kwa asase wo hye ya ebe be say ya ediku akwan mu e make sure say obia de hye da ye hon opeso be fa ana opeso be hu bibi de hye bi go no asanta ko bitwa be yesa.
We come from Paul, you are a public relations officer. I work for Nochi Teaching Hospital. And one of Bapa Priscilla, a didn't come off much for striker. Or more going go for you move from almost 1 year argument in Yadia Bay Yamono, the Munko Money Binono.
Asemia, Maame Nyarko.
Ya kabi abebi awabawi. And that's why to be a new fruit in the ya, and young woman now watching ya. The now I should be on a abaton.
Wow, asem na no odin.
Abanye nye bibi na we dia aye.
No odin. We dia esra na dwu ya kra konfa no chimpanfo.
Almost one more makra, nkrofo ni omu ni ngomo. Anyway, because of much it is kaka tree say the more money so dey. I was so dey dem o.
Asem. Wow, asem ya di unti say ye no be ye abra oni dafunu sie. Ana wutu ase. Ye musuo. Adofo ebeba nso abaka obebo nyina abo awie nkonwan, nnuane nyina mo ya awie, nefie ne ye deda no. Ye nya body. Asem yanko yanim anoten na era amajamfu apanfo de a woye cheche ni pani ye headmistress ewo Pesijira chinim MA Basic School ye no ewo Mina Vimriman to em wona e kasai adesrade na afutuo no de ma abata dawro ma emomoten na ye ma no ye ma wonum ehunu wo manga na nuane eye no mumpe ga na nuane afei Ghana ntade omu empane chefri se eye ekire wo manu abosu wo manu abose baabi aye kro ekire yamamre ene yamane ya fade na afei ekire ma yehunu yenchi firi na yewure emfiri ye ho ensemi wodi tudwa ebra suku mofra ye omu suku numu ene na cultural day na wonum eye enuane ahodo na wonum akire wo man no niema ye wo ntini suku mofra no nkurangete no abi ebika ai konkonte ene yankate kwan ene yesi binum so banku ne nkuruma kwan pa bi nso pa body apesi apentuta ya kontomre papa bi na yede nwachi jeni apete so na ko bi da nchen ena wanum yodo ena dia me papa me favorite yesi ba ko bi yebi banchi apesi ni kontomre kai ha akro won di first nuane omu no aye binsu ya pineapple juice ani sobolo ni ne ka ho je se niema bebre na yenti Miss Amajemfu Apanford
ne culture na ye celebrate na amankwala na hu niema pi ye dressing eduane die mu die kaka menkwanka wofo efie ne die yenye te se banku na nkruma yanka kokonte yenwo fufuo yenye nuane yenyan ye duane yem promote yenyan ye nuane aye no ano ema enuro no kra eso nkofo eta nuane we nyina nye nuane ese eti se ye ne enekwa na se bi ka obo se ba ni timidi ma ni basku anopa sene se obo se obeba sku anopa no kita indomie wo rubber bag no wo mia no wo re rubber ni bi but se wo ma na aduane bi a wawa no wo fi ade begu adiem na eba na di wo fie wo mo ntare hyemu so no ene wo ma wo ba tare a ompe ntoma tare ompe kente free se de ohun ni nyina ye saa niama no nko anu wo hu etimesra wo fo se mama ye nto ya mamre ne ntwene
na suku mofra no ankasa nso ebi eka kakra yentie bi
mesia de oma mbofra ni yen ni so ade hu mama ya so ye hu osma we yen local food today afrofensa afise kokontena katunkwan na yen local drinks
yeah fortuna fortuna na mamre osanso se ye dressa mama ye chere ye gana yeah fortuna okutunwa bwen na ye tutukan ya komye pi asanso we tunwa bwen me ya bempe ka yesere kocha oye yenna nanu wana akoda oye na chere na mamre na oboya ma sempre kubifi amana no waba busse boya no wasu da ko no waka chache no so wo da gana ya wari papa oye
enti na esuafo ni bia na cultural day onbo modern ya womanga na anuane awodo fa woma no yafade bie ene ana yete yi
Chokwasi Traditional Council yo mo wa Santema nchamu ya na Kwasi Isa eda wo mano wo makwedi nhyiamu bi na Central Mosque ya eno wa asawase wa sokore mampon mensi mu Santema nchamu ye na Kwasi Isa eno wode chokwasi fo no se atraba Ghana nyina enim se obesre asomdwe de yo enu ntino bi anhwe se obeba asomdwe aye won ho ban watimi wakame ne niema ede ntokwa bani nyina we ya bomakutia ne ne ka ho no munyi mfiri ho ena abato emu so bia nhwetitu mabu so woma ne ho kwan e ma manwofo me fo mo nkwaye awurukade ene niema ensem fatanse wo man no asomdwe
asumdwe kane asumdwe nipa na ye nwadwuma se se mi wo hene de kasa che Ghana man nyina se macho sem de abato na nya box ye chema dwen wo de ba ko no si de ba ko na nkan e hu de wodi Canada ma no se Ghana fo mina se ne se ko to yego fo se obia mbo asumdwe won ban pa asumdwe Ghana e Ghana ba ko pe ni Ghana menu akakaka na ko to aba obia nhwe no hu su yi wo ye mecho a na ofi se obi bia so obia nhwe no tutu mbaburu nu wo ye be ma bebe kuja ana omo odin koda e ko no sa kwa wi na mbebi a eto aba ko kuya na odin na sei wo ye ablancha bon ban e ma amanya media medede diska ka bede de to aba no yeko hu ihwo hu su yi o ka che fo ko fa ni ba o mbambla nto ngo fa mo mbamba yo ngo fa mo ngo kuntokwa e be bodi na egbo mu din obi ahwe no yi aka kra bi na ekoto aba misra obi bia tutu na me ko chere kwani o mo mo aganya chokosifo e fi aba na ekwakoto enya ntokwa o mo hwe yi wo ho so o ma fa ntokwa o ka wasam se nyipa na e be ba na adu no to aba ma empese e be ti se mbe bi de atwa ma asike kwani o mo bo ma no
Chokwasi hene na Kwasi Isa ene ne yete ye no na Owura Abdullahi Mohammed oyezongo he won pasati atwoma mponua mansimu ene ono so se obesa manyofo ese niema omoye ade ntokwa beba kasa twitwire akutia ehuro ene niema etete sa no munyi nakwa ye nyina ye mo ama oman Ghana so ndwi ho ban
abato friends from 92 but minutes 2024 chira wadene asudie enye dokoto asudie ye adwuma ye tete mantem bia ye wa assembly man ye unit committee ye wo dukuru anase nana ansa na bebo ba abeto o man hene otunfo ana o chehene ana ya na ye ta asudie ankasa bi ye tabla mu nya me hwe se amanyofo me fa nkoa tete wo dibra wo ya bushapanyi kwa na wo sa wo hwa wo die so kakra na wo betura ye no asudie no betumi asise no fi
Nana Abdullahi Mohammed oyezongo he won paseti atwoma mponua mansim ene yate ne no odikuro wofu mesa ye wasecha farm place district Nana Zakari Adam oso obese electoral commission say wo ma bibia na mo ho fine ene ene ne demu fine a obi ni anu ye bia ese obekasa etwitwiri
ye mesra electoral commission say yes ni diem so be manage madi a wodi no aye pepeye no kredie ene pepeye ayejuma ewo abato ebetui esanse amanfa reji concern bebre edify electoral commission mraso se wo so dan ho adi se o electoral change ko a ogina ho prekope edema o man mu nyina ne mu no nyina ho mama nyoko
Nana Zakari Adamu odikuro wofu mesa ye wasecha farm place mesimu wo Asante Mansam ewo
Yegu so ya tuwa KaseƐ so Promise 102.7 Promise Television and so eso ana yede eso mukumasi adum boje ba dambrani num na yefri iya yeba na anta to ye mensi na ban kra chepani ya wodo manfo no ano ho no tu abampani ane ononyafo to na jare na KaseƐ no wose kwan bia so NPP so ngoguru kwa manyuku no uma bato empesu ya ne so mrase bedwa akonwa no NPP fo be se anwi biem wose MPP fo be fa ene sen wo kiremu a senti a wo kasa no puntunuma ado ya akoso pa wa aban wei ene MPP amamuo abreso no kire se wo manfo no NPP ene aban wei ni wonum atini ye enu nti akonwa no MPP se fata se wonum esan efatena so biem ene o kirem se ne wonum akwa na atete apansam ne ade nyina da nyankropon atom drip eba ye mfidie no de adwadwa akwan ne so abato mpasuan so amane omanfo ha wonum ewa akoba di manu nti NPP mpuntunma bebrebe nti wonum besan afa akonya no biem.
Hunter West, or your seat now, or the MPs. I hook or crook, you maintain your seat. Yareka ma ubiarati, thereby hook or crook, Hunter West, you maintain your seat. Ejumadzina and Nadu Danko Akufado, on Yoruba Umiawa Ben or Hunter West. Ejumadzina MPP, Hunter West, in paying for me candidate, Kudukum Kahun, me candidate Kahun, Yaben or Hunter West. No, there's no way a Hunter West for busy Rambo. The media were from a Mama candidate, I saw no Hawaiian Pan, Hunter West only Yanakwan. Apart from there, Yanakwan. Some and NDC when you send me Hunter West. But I know a big challenge on in Aquan because in Aquan is now 100 West, no 264 kilometers.
Yo, I buy cratch penny when you for John a jare. A hunter toya mentioning Nene Aniatibi.
Yadamo a new patriotic party, MPP Amanyo Kuono, and Trouble Ahudro Ebimona. Omo nsantro for di nhyiamu e wo mo headquarters ya wa flam down ya eno e wo enkrapumpuni mantam emu na National Communications Director New Patriotic Party Richard Ahiagba ne nsabo odi atudwa ne se MPP aban ya Dr. Mamadu Bawumia na po edi animu no ena de abefo kwan so na wiase nyina ba ya ekura baako enti omo nam global digital economy ho ebe ya nhyehyɛ ya momani sikasam atumi atumpo pa eyi ena wasa akire mu ade abesi se omia ban no ebe biebie nwuma ni nyina ba yesa wawode wadwen esui bibi na abekono so kitansa no dwuma ebe boa ama maburu enya bi aye.
We have plans to integrate technology education into the free SHS curriculum. We have plans to prepare students for the digital economy. This plan underscores his vision of preparing the Ghanaian youth for the demand of the global digital economy. Mohammed's tenure, ladies and gentlemen, lacked similar forward-looking educational reforms, leaving significant gaps in technological adoption and skill development in our system. Entrepreneurship training, establishing skill-building programs for the youth to foster innovation and create sustainable jobs.
Oruwa Richard Ahiagba ene ne ete ya na so hono ma wo se ba wo mi aban ebe ye hyehye ya chesa abefo kwan so ne edi be yeku adwuma ni aboku adwuma ho ban emanuane asodo so ya edi mfaso bebre wo man no.
13 agricultural policies for development. Dr. Bawumia envisions a modernized agricultural sector to improve food security and rural livelihood. Expansion of irrigation infrastructure. Building large-scale irrigation projects to support all-year farming. Bawumia administration will invest massively in irrigation expansion programs to manage and rehabilitate existing systems and improve access to mechanized farming, implement mechanized farming to boost productivity and promote commercial farming in Ghana.
Richard Ahiagba was National Communications Director New Patriotic Party.
Na sanswa na doma fifiri abatombe sia so ndisi amanyoku wonum kita onde eku eba baako ya winsia wona ekase no chirim se NPP su okuru amanyoku no se yeto aba wie no onum di ntwo na NDC ba NDC aban ya mampenda da John Dramani mama edi onu beba bebu man no enwumasua behia wonum pa eno se ni ebedi adanse anase ade baako mbeye enwumasuam ne se na esuku mofra bemma wonum teburu ani nkonwa ya wo mbetena so de asua ade bebre pa ewo man mu wo se enkonko ba se aban no wobeba no aba be sam adan suku adan de egu bebre abra won fa nkonwa ani apono ya mofra mbetena so no nmasua ade enwumu na mofra ne kwa yefutiteta afom sem kotere ne ade wo se da bi NDC bebo moten na wamma suku mofra tables ne nkonwa bebrom de besua ade
nmasua oman bia fapem f bane development ana se ne nkan kra ade ehia pa oman bia ne nipa bia wasetenam onkan kro no wanim kro no nmasua ehia enti ye NDC ba nmasua emfa ni agro ade e fre ne get fund ebe so Ghana nmasua sene pa mane gina brane get fund NDC ne de bai enti nya dan ko si adan you ya sense the policies are very important eka ho e de boa ma ngumasua etumpompa now ni aya atwam no de ebe ya to so nyame adoma 2025 eko abra Ghana for my the mandate ene de ambe bobo so e wo ngumasua side no kwasem a obi ndimi nyi ho akinye ne se ye wo ade e fe no furniture deficit yes school adan no a school for eko but a school for no nyangonwa entra so how a challenge and the NDC for ye hu and the policy ne ba ko no se ye ba ye be make sure say ngonwa e wo say de man kran tena so na be feel comfortable ngonwa e ho asem ye be hwe a provide amakra bia nya bia tena so na
afei wo se nyame ya adoma double track en kra de NDC for atwe ho se kan ba no de ato da onum nya din kunum abato onum wie pe double track umbetwam se tin
double track that's all NDC assign aka apology say sa how no ababeto ho a na Ghana for yangra echo school red gold green to say traffic light no yaba ye be ye afro outright na ye nyina so no say Ghana for mu dia dance say eba school infrastructure obi ani obetimi amachi John Dramani Mahama at least from 2012 to 2016 na ye be kono ye started 120 e-blocks ye timi completed 46 anas ne Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo administration nkura no yusu and ye just say yaba ye be ye dia aka no atwa so complete all blocks SCC mono so that ngwana abeko traffic light school no ya be ye free hokra
ya unsia kasama NDC amanyoku do man finfiri abato mpesua ne so ana nwumre yi ne nsem bi yade asomu
ya da so obono mantam no emu na Bekum constituency Bekum ye po ye fanim na chebedwane ye Honorable Nelson Kwaku Chreme Ena wadi sembi atudwane samni nya ya drip ya district road improvement program ya mfidia ya di ya kwanya mampani di ba na anu ya no ho samni ho nkuntabu ensam na one o manfo che enu wo che mesese MPP side nkunimu bi ma ekwan bi wo Bekum constituency ka betumi afaso amana yeye ene se omo baye enu nti na drip nhyehyeye no omo di aba no nti o manfo mo manini na Nado Akufo-Addo ne nhyehyeye a wo ye ho ya Ghana mampanyini no munya aso nto aba no ema ba womia na empumtuo party to fa akwan ye wo de Bekum isi de omo be fa no kwa
mindbo se de bia ye kase aban a otiso ye MPP aban on na committee no say obebo ma Bekum akwan nyina aye accessible and no trouble ye kan ye anu ne de takeke so what drip machine said dia by di emantamu ne kronkuto mu akwan a yakwan a aka nyina principal rules Bekum nyina aban di ama contract under three different contractors we one sign hydro A2 and a Joe shop or handle your asphalt overlay enti minia ya se papa eduma Bekum for akwan abaye dadwene ye koda na no the bi o se kodi de o se nyina nyame atimi ayi amene contractor site or ye
Honorable Kwaku Chreme machebedwane wo Bekum East constituency ene yate ne na abakra chepani ya ono wo Bekum municipal assembly Honorable Kofi Agye na ono se drip ne de ababu ekwan bibire ho no ma se so watimi asiesie akotwitwa so kama
unyame enam so wo mo so e de eboa Bekum man bonoma ene Ghana man nyina makanisa no so sene obi no ko the drip machines in buy a dear yina, ye near Jehu, ye dear Nijano Sibo Naji. And buying for years on a cowsy and so can you find she tibrasi. Dinner say a day a machines no year chuma. Names a mons and trophy, Mina Mobidia dance a buying, you go swear the year chuma. Na say senior, a se a fata, a piano, you go swear a year chuma no kitty. Inti ubisa na sana tie
Honorable Kofi Agye na yetene ka abakra chepani ye wo Bekum municipal assembly na Honorable Samuel Jima urban roads engineer wo Bekum East wakasai na ne baso bode ne nsem nyina no drip afidie no dwuma edi ho nsem no waka
ni anoma omkutaka no na omo se machine no for purpose inti the machine by no ombehwe na yetimi omatimi achieve omo goals because ye mantem na ebebo amatima mfo so omani age se bi omo tua tax kra no ho se oh e bi tax aye tua no yenso abane ye nyuma bi ye den e de mayenti onipa ne tua tax kra enye den ha no ana areas bi so ma hu se omo start aye bumpy e wo ho ti message amanfo enye den enyai wo mo na museum e kwan na mamu ne ye bi hunu bi aye bompia instead of be assembly na ka wa be seeking for permission no asisaneti egukwa ebiti makoso accident in the message o munyai na
Olu Samuel Jima urban race engineer Obekum East mention no emu
yo na NDC amanyoku ba ya wonum edine kwa abato mu dom epo ye abato mbesu anso bunu mantemu ononyafo rahe usuwa nei wabo moten ama janabia ya wonu ade mbotom sika na aye wabia no ede ama ye asuafo ya wonum ewo kiremasu SDA primary JHS na nensemu ena odi tudwa no kiremu se mofra no ehaw se wonu benya ba bia yo ho ye bro mu osukuu mu eba beto no anim ebra afimpinu ne aduo no 2020 na wobo entoa na woni na mpotam honum na no ena ofa edito no so so obemo moden na watumi aboa na waye bi atese de abo no anu nti woni awofo ene achechefo nkabomku Parents Teacher Association PTA ena wonum ekabomu a wonum aye adefefese na yentie nensem
we answer 2020 Mijina as parliamentary candidate our NDC dinim me born to ebepie as asafonum am about too many say school no ehia school dane na fe ajanan bia na no kwase ni menyanko parliament die maboso mu nye duru bebere sa se kakra de kuta na no an me chema ankora ne dodo na be ba menche ne ebepe emwa ti me shebe bo se ajanan bia no de me nsabetim apaja de sha asese etu wana mono ema PT for ebedi
na ni nyina mu oru afosu Johnson ya ochira de ochiremasu DA primary and JHS onum bie ani sonsam ya wode eto edwa ebra na wode onyafo ra usuwa abomoten na ene nyame adomo odum aba bia agana bia no de amasuafo ne achechirefo yentie
ye de aseda be manyame afi so ye de aseda ebema ye Maame Rahel ne abusuafo se waba be adoye kese sei kwase ne se ye ni so de omo aya ama ye mpa firi se ye betumi de yensa asiebo aka se enya agana bia ebeboa ye mofra na emma omuntumi endwendwane enkofie enti ye fasa kwanya hiso adamu ase afi so awofo a osa ase a ye Maame ebesom no yeda
enti na oru afosu Johnson also any sonsem ye odi tudwa enno
ya kwa homa so ni Reverend Collins Kofi Bonsu Councillor Bonsu no principal Purpose Discovery Foundation PDF College ya ewo edumo no na Holy Calling Ministry wo founder and leader na yenkomo no na watwetwa mu nkomo ani yedie efa se obi a ewose unya yonko na obi a do ho beto no so efa yonko fa eho ebi tumi boa e ma ewie ebi so ono ma chese de obekwa amane eni esem kwan ben so na abe shada hyehye edi afa ayonko a ubenya de ye papa na aboa wumpumtuo ne wonko so Reverend Majoy Reverend Collins Bonsu, good evening. Abusuafo wonye ma ya wonto mu ye die Med Point Pharmacy Limited omo the officist aba adwaman so na we no health supplement emma omo the alloy cinnamon amino acid ne vitamins minerals ahodo ni nyina ebi ewo mu a wono ma eboa pa ema ovulation kosu ato ehunsem ewie peye esiesie wafichi komu wo hawo nyina afichi komu problem bia wo mu bia de nonum bi ena abekro no wan so no etimi boa ma ema wo hormones so no etimi balance kama na boost libido but nyate nka papa enzo so ewo mpem aka ho enti yakamfoma obi ya se officist ya Med Point Pharmacy Limited edi abano officist no ema munko bebi nto na ye modro so nko ema wo baaye no etimi awie peye pa wo Med Point Pharmacy Limited da omo wo Santasi Bebu plot 70 block B Santasi Bebu na ono wedding kitawana afre 0596 607858 0596 607858 and 0500 210133 WhatsApp 0596 607858 so Food and Drugs Authority and sa share offices for Edru and our Monkaibon ase. Yeah, here's a Reverend Homan Atutoma. Reverend Collins Bonsu, good evening.
Good evening.
I what to say. Now what you a no said you're not young common no ye dear no say yes say any pebia no ubenya young co. Now young co no guma hodro so betimi anya papa. Ya obebo ama watu mpo wa brabom. Unya be sumu. Wadi enyi na mu. Obi so wazo akotobe kumu ba pa obekumu abebre wase ama wako oseye mu. Na kwan be na strategically broni be kano. Ubetumi aye hyehye na wodi anya adamfo de oye papa.
Medase Maame Nyarko arefo nyina na promise TV and promise radio 102.7. I said if you na kon wakano. And the question they say between and then crofo anya yonkofa. Edin kan you must be intentional and now you must be deliberate. As I was said who said everybody needs somebody. That's once only pebia in yonko. It is a new way. Wait me a catch the ukunu, wait me a catch the way. Wait me a catch them crofo them one say. If you don't need me, I need you. The who hear me me now. And only are there about one in Kaya. As you sentence on. And she query and near ma who do I see the Gua Quemu. Now, yet after Tony Mamma, I feel a mind. Now, after full frost, and I made the chair no do you 2025. Near ma who do I see the Gua Quemu and Nona. There can watch and building strategic relationship for your personal growth and success. Exactly. I young Kofa and a Ebema when you and Crankrana into wedding kunim. They say for our phone, Neke and Crofua or Moya, why uncle, and after the contacts you have. Wow, now, let's see on the question they say. Is it Nipabia? 1 century near Danfo. Now, some 2 hours, friend, 1 hour, so amount. We hear medical doctor Danfo. Now, I saw him dear, and I can't tell the amount. We hear also for young corner, just spiritual empowerment and so the amount. I said, we hear Piania Danfo, we cut that woman to buy our maybe. I said, we hear Ubia. We hear teacher ni, we hear a jadini. Say, Messi American say, as all said na open and we hear Macy ni, we hear carpenter ni, we hear tailor ni, I'll be Pamwata the amount. As I say, you nipa ni dia, but a nipa who do na and I say you must classify your relationship with others in 4 categories. As you need divine connectors, you need gifted men. You need men of influence, and you need burden bearers. Indeed, Maame Nyarko say quickly. As your friend could be divine connectors. So now let's do a way a divine connector, we a burden bearer. Now divine connector, no fine. As you will be and now me young Crawford, or more cow, or young Kufem. One more dear, let your moon to me. Woman is come to the bow. Woman in the bow. Now, they want me on the say they can connect you to someone who can help you. And me pato phone classify. The woman will be one not going to be more, but yeah, we family no, we better catch us in the Masuasi. We friend no aboa. Our money a form of divine connected. And you may what's a senator and Yabia, a radi, who mobono maubi. That's your toss you need men of influence. Men who can use their good reputation, track record, goodwill to help you. And Crawford, one more brabo, papa. The mafia, I love us, papa. As my old no, the deco baby. Now, brabo, and then the sugar and pa, and then I do you. Yes, the dimpa, the daffy. And then be a quiet man. And then the first say, men of influence or fafon, no threat, Jubilee House abun sana and Yamaki Kabum. Now, how the catcher say passport, take it down there and Saka. When is over a passport a day? You need men of influence. And Mafia, you need gifted men. Uncle for so papa. Mafia can't gifted men in your life. They are men who produce results. Mafia, I'm saying, Emma, you don't know. Man, a member of some problem. Sometimes you see, Emma, a member of Musican, and then correct. It can be a map, but a ma at a member of some problem. Of our Tamus of Atta, a Jamaican boy. A ma, a young crofwa, almost some problem, a man. When you pay the fat, why you phone, never, LFA, and crofwa. They help you be productive. If you go on, when you're contented, there's an you need gifted men. I'm not a medical born. Gifted men is a medical doctor. You need taxi driver. Maybe you say, only car. We have taxi driver be a damn for. Why are reliable? And the last people you need in your life that you must build strategic relationship around. They are burden bearers. If you are Crawford Market, you know, and Crawford there.
Obefa wade so aso abo.
Yes, burden bearers. Once I would be yes when this is a very clear need. A more than the also by Yamwa. Well, Abamu Kray, but our down for way. What is it? Ube Timmy. Wabamu were no Kipu out or Ajo out. Ube Timmy. Ube Timmy, burden bearers. It might be only as a contact of 50 people on your phone. Classify them. Gifted men. Men of influence, divine connectors, and burden bearers. But yeah, not Yanshan so also do have make your own yes come out. Now, whoever would that our real Kanya and Kabajai, as was in Baby, and the Sawa crown I prove the most of our university. What is our university? It is Sanko Free, and I feel quite you maybe 2025. Sada now contact your Munibia, meaning say. That's why I suggest to be looking up and go for Frana. And will be our contact so no. As we are under of the 4 categories. 1, men of influence. What the Subampa, the Dim Paddy to me about. 2, divine connectors. One of the only he cannot help you, but he can connect you to someone who can help you. And then gifted men. If you move he make you productive and burden bearers.
Gifted. Influence, divine connectors, gifted men, and a burden bearers.
Burden bearers.
Okay.
And once I say 50 or 4, so I'll classify. Will be a one that move and none be on deleting the number. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's your the Councillor Bonsu was a professional psychologist. Ghana Psychology Council for Abona Baso Pendo Guni Komo the TV no so no.
Congrats. It's a vata, papa.
Bonsu. Your teacher ma why?
Congrats.
Also, men of influence,
men and women of influence.
Also, you have always believed in our.
Yes.
Burden bearer.
You
are come out and job.
Major Sagusia, you.
More so a spiritual man. The same message. Only say, now if you win, not 4 categories. When you want to say, I can't say, well, never be one for Naja. Now, Honto.
And yet, the other Canadian, I may add my question, the far real medium so beba. Indeed, you heard your mamma. You. I was for Reverend Collins Bonsu, Purpose Discovery Foundation, or your principal, and one wire founder and leader, Holy Calling Ministry, and Yaten and
Enti Korea must say Korea so burden loader.
Nene on kan on you bello do.
Badi loader. Obesuma go.
Also munsi.
Enzo ochigumu. Hey, yanko yanimu na yɛwiana yɛnda abasamra ne akɔ amanɔne wɔn yɛnda yɛ homra yɛnda yɛ homra ne yɛnkɔ amanɔne yo na amanɔne krɔfo ama ahodoɔ so yɛ a yɛde mu egyina mu Israel ɛne Gaza nsensem ne ade Hamas etuate dom ya Israel abomodin aso wonum eso no na aka bia mane Gaza ene Lebanon num nyina de ho tetete ne ade sei Israel ma no kiremu a wonum etu wonum ani ase Gaza potem wonum omanfo atenaye efi ahodo na afi aban atenaye ahodo no akwasi Rebecca say residential buildings ni public facilities any infrastructures inti say aban nwumakum ni ade na Israel fo ani abre papa pom girem say onum yesom kono bokoboko na yama tuturafo no trim aye wonum ete nti se wonum emiamu pa ya se de ahumabro eni ho edima obi biara nti eni atopa ye no no anso obugya gum se ya ne se wo hwe TV ni so no timi ho se adan no atopa ye dwuregu abrosan nanso onum ayam no ne ade na ya wada no pai kura amanbo kiremu ese Israel fo drone ya hundinam yemu ede ko akon no ne nya gro kura tememfo ye wo Palestine apotamo mwakwa ko jagu miahudu bia momanfo mbisese o madane etukotena fo ba bia o metena abobra ayeden ede amon mo matoa de akompo tukotena fo atena ye refugee camp nyinada Israel fo atu onum ani ede esi honum
ya demo eye Uganda na mania yensa kan afri Uganda ne so omukro ye bulambuli ya ho no modie wo de kwa omukro pon Kampala wo shada nwapi de be so no be don hwi num bi de na che so frin kran kuma se kwan kran yemfa ne sa ba bi sa osu frama jampantrudu ato na nsu ni to ato ama abotan eyi ya tache nsu ehunu gum ene ne keka wo nya nipa dunum ahwe wo nkwa ama afoforo bebro wo ha na eprepra apolisi for nsama omo kan nipa dunum na chi no afoforo eprepra be wo ha ni dumi ensa kra na abeka ho ya eye nkurase makoma kunsia na sa ensem wei asie na kwaya rehosam pa ewo oman ni mu ama Red Cross for ejamu so omuguso a ehwe so mbetimi ayi nipa dodo na bi na bi o ma memem akochecha ateche ni bi mu ene ne keka ho no na eno no omusuo sa wanhwa na nipa ni bi aka ho nto omusuo sa anya hwekure bi a na nipa pa di asa bi die sa ampotemu ho no na omawu ewo ho
ya reho eso na ye jina de kase atorenchem ye jina de kase sini e ka o se nyame aduma china ajabu nya ba bedru wetin paibo mega watch night no nyame adom akina na baso nti sabre kuro nyina na wayire ne promise ani mu hanum ne ehuru papa ampaye ebedwa afene ko na wie ye se bra na we shemu etwato ye nko nyame ani metira asem ye se oh Lord arise Ewurade sore se Ewurade sore ayatamfo nyina beba ahwete woni empese be konkan ye bedinu abrabo ne asetenem ya woni edi asie Psalm 68 verses 1 nyum wadi osia nwotwe mu ba ko ene ani nyame tentam se won sore yamane ye hawo ne ye koda nem na afi wo man no afi yabato Ewurade nsore ema Ghana atamfo mo nhwete amamofo ye wo man wa adwen se wo mbeso wo mu se wo man no ye ne Ewurade edi asie nyame adom akire nti fa ha no amane ye koda na bra ma ye mompa ye wo yire pa ne promise asofo nyina da ana djumadi esi wonum na so na ampaye bedwa nonkron anajo nonkron 9 pm ani ye be shase ye watch night baby abefra babia ye be pon me da no pa nonum ti obetimi anya ka akokwakuja si wase obetonyum mebe loche so beba fe Patrick insurance beba ye fancy band ani adwontofo bebre di ya bra na wo pempa ya bo pa dia wa woni mpete mpaebo mpa ye ya ye bo we ye watch night nti kina ye hwewanim
abisha focus abana si mano odro Korea chede time na asem Jimmy Cliff executive producer yani obapa presla ene bar studio afi adusi pokua wo server room woni achi enso ebo aye DJ Mo ebebo with studio mosomfo enwumre ye me Maame Nyarko papa bi me ne mebra
Wofa Atta Frimpong ya damasi ama moniti ni hwe so akoi na so for riches e de nwom etwa moso